Hey everybody, happy Friday. It is Clobberin time here on the Fanatic Forum, and we're going to give you a tour of one of the preeminent comic book stores here in Kentuckiana right after this. Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to the Fanatic Forum. I'm your Fanatic and host, George Buehler. Hope everybody's having a good week here. This is an exciting show today because we are live from Clobberin Comics. Full disclosure, this is my workplace here. I spend most of my week here, definitely. We're going to be showing you guys around the store here, what this place has to offer, what makes things special about it, and of course, whatever kind of geek stuff happens to pop up while we're talking about that. So, again, hope everybody's having a good week so far. Of course, lots of geek stuff to celebrate here. For one, since we're talking about Clobberin Comics, their second store just opened up in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, in the shopping center that's directly across from the Walmart. So they're in a great area of town. Lots of visibility, lots of new people getting to see the place. So very excited about that. So good turnout there so far. Of course, let's see what other geek stuff is going on here. Last of Us has ended the first season, so that was last week. Nice way to cap things off. They basically ended the way things are in the book, so I'm happy about that. They basically have kind of hinted around a little bit at what to expect for the second season. They said, of course, there are going to be some changes, which we should expect that nonetheless. But the other thing too is that they did say they're going to be splitting the second season. Well, basically the second game into two seasons, or said more than one season, but I assume we're probably going to be seeing two seasons of it. It makes sense, though. The second game is really, really big, so, it makes sense to kind of have it that way. But, so I'm very excited about that. Of course, for DC fans, Shazam! Fury of the Gods opens up today, so go check that out. Of course, next week we've got John Wick 4, and then also the week after that, it's Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. So the summer movie season's starting to come in a little bit early in March. Very happy about that. Bit of sad news today. I don't know if you guys read this or not, but Lance Reddick, since we were talking about John Wick, Lance Reddick, who played the role of Carrion, of course, also you knew him from Fringe, from the Resident Evil films, a lot of other movies and TV, was just announced he passed away at 60 years old. So it's that's a dang shame there. There's been no cause of death or anything like that reported. TMZ had reported this earlier this afternoon. Definitely all our best to his family and friends. Such a talented actor, and sorry to see him go at such an early age. So, but that's a little bit of sadness there. But we will celebrate him by watching his films. There you go. All right, so. Enough geek talk here, unless we got anything else that happens to pop up here. Biggest fan said his favorite comic is Super Penis. Not sure if I've heard that one before. I assume that's an indie show, so can't say I've heard of that one. But we'll have to delve into that one there. So, but let us activate the old Fanatic cam here, shall we? And there we are. Take this out. Okay. So definitely have to show everybody off here. Here's our wonderful wall of goodness here. So of course there's a lot of heat. A lot of really neat stuff here. Ignore the laptop. Of course, we got a few blank spots here. We've sold a lot of our Big Ten comics here. You guys see, it's a nice overlay store here. So here's the front of the shop here.
There's our main backstock in here, where most of our Marvel and DC and Image go. So there's a nice layer of story here. So really good sized place here. And of course, over on this wall here, this is where all the new books are. Basically, the top row is everything that came out this week, and then the weeks are sitting there. So basically, they keep 5 weeks worth of books here. So basically, if you're missing something that came out a few weeks ago, yeah, lots of awesome things to offer here. So plenty of cool stuff here, especially, of course, the love stuff that came out this week. Here, gotta highly still recommend. This is such a fun book here. Basically, any old school DC fans here love your characters. Maybe a lot of characters have been used like this. So, really, really enjoy this book here. Kind of a ragtag band of misfits here. So we'll see how everything ties. All these separate groups that seem to be not quite just gelling just yet, but everybody's got their own purpose here. Still loving Wildcats. This is just a great return to a company that I'm sad to see go. Yeah. Then we get over to Marvel here. Avengers Forever, number 15 here. This culminates. It's not complete. There's still made issues, but this basically culminates here. Avengers. So we've got mega issue that will end the Avengers Assemble storyline, and then we've got an official release date. April will be the new Avengers time. This is a hot book right now. Bloodline is already a second printing here. Daughter of Blade. Second issue. As you can see here, the Alex Ross timeless variant is starting to come. So, if anybody's not familiar, the big thing over the last maybe 10 years in comic books has been as you can see here. It's like, so yeah. So I think there's some special variant covers that first Alex Ross has done. He's done a whole series featuring heroes in the Marvel Universe. And so now we're focusing on this week we see Juggernaut, last week Ultron, Leader as well, Scorpion. So we've had several other different ones here. The majority of them have some others. So lots of it is here. So Hellcat's got a new book out that just came out this week. Big storyline book right now, and actually with these Sins of Sinister, so you might get some alternate universe. The Sinister turns all the X-Men bad, sort of thing like that. So it's a pretty interesting storyline there. Red Goblin, that's pretty hot right now. Secret Invasion. This is a great 5-issue miniseries here. It's sort of a sequel series to the original Secret Invasion, but there's a new Skrull invasion, new way of doing things. Mostly you had basically Iron Man, Nick Fury, and Maria Hill as your protagonists here. Mostly Maria. That was really, really good stuff. I'm sad to see that. Yoda, there's Wolverine here. And then we're now getting Independence here, the whole Behemoth from Boom. This has been really good here. This issue is very interesting. So really kind of stepping up that storyline here. This has been a fun one here, especially for heavy metal heads like myself here. Black Tape, basically the world's most popular rock star, dies, and it's a mysterious death. Possibly he was getting into some occult stuff, after before his death, and so his wife, and basically trying to kind of piece her life back together again, and she finds out basically he has recorded one last song before he died, and there may be something super interesting. The fun thing is that you're getting all of these variant covers here featuring kind of famous hard rock metal album covers. So There's issue 2 there for Back in Black. And then a few weeks back down here, there's issue 1 there featuring Black Tape Master of Hell. But basically, this is a Black Sabbath Master of Reality homage here. So, very cool. Here's one that came out a few weeks ago. This is an interesting book I get to talk about. Blue Book from James Tinian here, which is probably one of the top writers in the country right now. Michael Yvonne Oming does the art for this. Any of you like your X-Files, alien abduction kind of stuff here, weird things going on? This is a really fun book because it does have kind of a big cohesive storyline, but there are also a lot of other stories of other weird events outside of the main chapter. So it's almost kind of has like a bit of an anthology sort of feel to it. But yeah, very interesting book there. Highly recommend checking that out. Of course, it does have 4 covers. You can see that here. Let's see. Other independents here. Final issue of Berserker, the Keanu Reeves written book here. Nice, satisfying ending to this. I'd love to see a movie of this. I'm sure in the near future we will. Once he's done all this John Wick stuff here. Yeah, straight out of the 90s here, folks. We got a little Darkwing Duck action here. Yes, Darkwing Duck is back in comics. There's a lot of 90s comics. Darkwing Duck's back. The Gargoyles are back. 80s kids, you'd be happy to know that Garbage Pail Kids and Eyeballs are back now. So, it's lots and lots of revivals. Dracula there. The Slayer Skull. Harrower is also been a fun book. Another boom one here. This is definitely for all you slasher movie fans. 2 issues in, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but this character here, the Harrower, is going around killing a whole lot of people in this town, and it's possible that he may be some sort of character, creature that was summoned for a specific purpose, and perhaps maybe that this is so. Anyway, good slasher movie kind of stuff here. You guys are into Slaughter, another big book there, which is the storyline so far here. And The Last Barbarian. This is actually, I have not read this, but a lot of people have picked this up here and really dug it, so maybe check this out myself here. I see, there we go, I was talking about right there. Those Garbage Pail Kids. Also, we got a new Masters of the Universe, Masterverse book out. This is the 2nd issue of that. This is cool because basically it's kind of like a multiverse, Masters of the Universe sort of thing. It's an anthology book where you get all these alternate tales of universes that could be or possibly are within the Masters Universe realm. So if you're a big He-Man fan like all those guys, this is good stuff here. Nemesis, this has been a fun return here. Scott Snyder fans, Noctera is finally back with issue 12. It has had a very long delay between issues, so thankfully that's back now. No One, this is a new entry here into the Image Massiveverse, their new superhero universe here. So, an intriguing first issue. I'm not so sure about there. I read it, and I can't say I loved it. So we'll just leave it at that. Maybe we'll give a second issue a shot here. Frank Miller Presents, another issue of Pandora. This is from Whatnot Comics, Quested. Of course, this has been a fun book here. And what's really been fun about it, they've done all these variant covers here based on video games. So, anyone want to take a gander of this one here? Want to take a guess what that is? Let's see here. And of course, yeah, here we go. We got some Star Trek, Star Wars. There's all your Ninja Turtle stuff. Of course, they got the big storyline with the Armageddon game. And then also we've got The Last Ronin Lost Years. New issues of that have come out. New series Trojan from AWA. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Walking Dead, White Savior. So, yeah, so that's all the new stuff that came out this week and some of the things I really like about what's out so far. And though I don't read King Spawn, you gotta admit, that is a really cool cover. Like I said, don't read this book on the regular, but man, that's awesome. Yeah, lots of other really great stuff here. The Gimmick, there's a wrestling book here, so yeah, I'm a sucker for wrestling books. If you guys are also fans of the Massiveverse stuff, this is actually worth reading here. Infernal Girl Red, this is another new entry. Granted, she appeared in the first Supermassive annual that came out last year. There's another one due out in about a month or so. But yeah, this is a three-part series here. This is part two. Part one we still have many copies of, and really enjoying this female-led superhero. But yeah, really like it. I know, of course, a lot of people who have seen the Massive Universe stuff like that kind of say it looks a little like Power Rangers. They don't act like Power Rangers. They just kind of it's definitely some stuff here. But yeah, so that's a lot of many of the stuff we've got to offer here within the newer regions of stuff here. But also want to show you guys up here. So right here, of course, we've got all this framed art here. Now, a lot of comic book shops will have a lot of posters and various comic book art, sort of things like that all over the place, but rarely is it for sale. It's mostly just for decoration. Not a club. All this stuff's for sale. And they actually put it in a frame for you. Here's a signed John Boyle's elected right there. Oh, Superman presiding over everybody there. There's another new thing we just actually installed here. Some nicer bookshelves here for our trades. And as you can see, we've got a lot of stuff here. 4 rows full of trades here. And then up top here we got some of our statues and our deluxe figures we've got for sale as well. We just actually got these 4 guys in from a customer here. Here's an awesome G.I. Joe diorama here of Snake Eyes and Timberwolves for the Power Rangers fans. And Kaiju fans, listen up here. So our other owner, Clinton, who runs the Shepherdsville store, purchased a huge collection of Godzilla toys from a gentleman in Ohio. And so here at Clobberin E-Town, we've got a few boxes of these. But if you guys go to Clobberin Shepherdsville, good God, there are oodles and oodles of Godzilla toys, like statues like this here, deluxe action figures, a lot of stuff that came from Japan. So if you guys are Kaiju fans, get yourselves a Shepherdsville PDQ. Oh, here we go. For this nice deluxe Batman animated series set here. Check this out. Oh, lights out. You can make your own lightning sounds, thunder sounds. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing there. We've got a couple of little statues there. A nice Taskmaster thing here. Miles Morales, Black Widow. So yeah, and check these guys. I love these things here. These are coffee table books here. This is kind of like a best of Captain America, best of the X-Men, best of Jack Kirby. There's an Avengers one like this, but that one was with me about a year or so ago. Of course, all of these are also here too. These photojournal guide to Marvel Comics here. Literally, all it is just page after page of comic covers throughout the years. So other nice. We got all kinds of like little conversation piece books here, and then for stuff who aren't the regular collectors, but you're curious or want to check things out. Yeah. Like I said, this is all of our stuff here we've got in the shop here in Elizabethtown. There's a lot of other stuff here too. Of course, we've got a lot of toys there downstairs because we do have a basement right down there, that room there. Of course, I'm not going to worry about showing you guys down there because it looks a little Silence of the Lambs sort of thing like that. So yeah, not fun there. This is the little office that I do all my online sales in. So if you guys are on the Whatnot app, you can follow Clobberin Comics, and you can hear my voice a few days a week here. So because I got a little Chucky here in the background. Yeah, but I do online sales 3-4 days a week as well here. So, oh, actually, I got to show you guys the back of the store too here. So, of course, back here, this is where we got some of their extra storage here. This is my shipping center where I mailed everything off of my extra boxes. But this is also our dollar bins here. So we've got dollar books, $2 books in here as well. And the neat thing is that there are actually books in all these cabinets too. So all these are filled up, and the cabinets underneath them are filled up too. So a lot of regular customers when they come here and they're looking through the dollar bins, they basically take out a large chunk of their day, and just go in there and have a blast and see what kind of gems they can dig out of there, or introduce themselves to some new stuff as well. So yeah, so lots of things to offer around here, and one last thing to show you guys up here towards the front. So this here is the newly processed bin. So this is stuff we've recently got in the store here, different collections, whatever else. And so we put that in there. This is all of our graded books bin here. So this is literally what they call slabs. These are books that have been officially graded, sealed in plastic cases here, and given a monetary value based on their grading condition and whatever is significant about the book. And then, of course, some of these things range from as low as like 20, 25 bucks, and then they can go for a lot higher. It all depends here. They got a lot of designer boxes here. Our nice bat signal there. So, yeah, so we got Darth Vader standing in the corner there as well. Yeah, so again, yeah, so just like I said, so much to offer here. A lot of customers, when I see them come through, they really comment on the amount of books that we have in the store here. Which there are a few stores in the Louisville area that have large backstocks, but this is a pretty impressive place. There's a couple of fun things here too. Show off here some of the higher end books here. So there's Something is Killing the Children #2. That's a very hot book here, and seeing as the Netflix announcement came out a couple of weeks ago, that book's getting hotter. Here's a Savage She-Hulk #1, greater than a 9.6. This is a big book right here, folks. This is a Walking Dead #1 first print. And yeah, this is a big book here. I think they have this price for like $1,200 or something like that. So yeah, if you want to sell up a child or a family member you don't like or anything like that, you could probably get it. And of course, we got a couple of big Spider-Man books here. Spider-Man 300 over here and 301. Of course, this is basically the last time we will see Spider-Man in the symbiote suit here, and then Venom is born, that issue. And then, of course, this is the return back to the original costume. So two big popular books here. Of course, this is the major book right here. I think this is like a $900 book. This is like a $200 book. We're going to be graded sections here. But yeah, so like I said, this is an example of some of the stuff here. Of course, here's some of the other bigger, this is a big issue of Avengers here. This is an important issue of Star Wars Clone Wars because it's the first appearance of Ahsoka Tano. So there you go for some 90s fans there, some Static Shock. Get a comment here. Hey, girl, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, so all kinds of interesting stuff here. All right, now let's switch back.
There we go. Yeah, so this is basically just kind of a nice little glimpse into Clobberin Comics here. But yeah, so this is, again, like I said, my home away from home. So when I'm not doing the show here, this is where I am. So, but we, for hours, of course, operation, we're closed on Mondays. Most comic book stores, around the country usually are. And we are open Tuesday through Sunday. Actually, Tuesday through Saturday is 11 to 7, and then Sunday is 11 to 4. I think the Shepherdsville store has similar hours as well. So, yeah. So I invite you guys, if you're in Shepherdsville, if you're in Elizabethtown, anywhere areas in between, check out both stores. Of course, yeah, you'll see me depending on which one, depending on the day. I kind of travel around from both stores since the new one's open, helping them out, get things set up and everything like that. But, yeah, that's just an enjoyable place. Really, like work. I mean, come on. A comic fan that works in a comic book store can't beat that with a stick. So, anywho, that's about all we've got to show you guys for today. Of course, if anybody's got any comments, any questions, any points you want to make about geek stuff that's going on this week or whatnot, definitely drop them in here into the Fanatic Forum here. We'll always respond to those. And of course, we will be back next week here with more good geek stuff here. So I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend and a happy St. Patty's Day out there. To anybody who celebrates, be safe out there, be responsible. And, of course, it's Saturday morning is tomorrow. Our friend John Pica with Back of the Cereal Box, he's got an exciting show coming up with all the Sid and Marty Krofft fans out there. We're talking about the Super Show, the Sid and Marty Krofft Super Show, I think is what they're doing. So anyway, they've been doing a lot of Sid and Marty Krofft stuff with Sigmund the Sea Monster and the Magic Flute and a lot of those other guys are like that. So, yeah. So it's going to be a little trippy, I'm sure, this Saturday, but should be a lot of fun. I invite you guys to check that out. And, of course, check out all the other shows within the Back of the Cereal Box Network here. Cosplay Cafe, Ice Cream Queens, Comic Books The New Class, Cryptid Crunch. There are so many good shows out there for whatever your geek passion happens to be here. And of course, there's also Fanatic Forum, which basically you're talking to me, or you're talking to Mrs. Fanatic, who joins me from time to time. So yeah, we enjoy having you guys. We enjoy sharing our passions with you, and you doing the same for us. Oh, here we go. Dave Mattingly's popping up here, who's going to be a guest on the show. For Back of the Cereal Box. So tomorrow they're going to be talking about Dr. Shrinker, Electra Woman, and more. So there you go. All kinds of trippy 70s Saturday morning fun there. So anyway, so once again, thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, come here to Clobberin, buy some books here. Revelry in the geekdom for sure. So you all have yourself. I thought you'd notice the shirt here, Dave. Yeah. So I had to wear this one for all my UHF friends out there. And I love this too. You got the right over here, the little Rambo right here. Yeah. Gotta love that. Anywho, so you guys have yourselves a great one. I'm going to call it a day because I've been here all day at the shop. And I'm all by myself in a comic book store. What could have possibly gone wrong? Actually, nothing. Things went really smoothly today. Nothing bad happened whatsoever. All right. Well, you all have yourselves a wonderful week, and I will see you next time on the Fanatic Forum. Y'all take care.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.